Hi video at YouTube. Welcome back to my second video on YouTube. Diolch yn fawr and thank you for coming. If you see me looking down occasionally, it's because I have got some notes here that I am going to be looking at. I will try my best not to look at them, but there we are. I'm going to be talking a bit about my journey so far with One Planet Development from my perspective and from a teenager's perspective. OPD to me is a way of living at one with the earth, being aware of the effect we have on the environment and taking responsibility for those actions. We can do this in many ways, such as reducing our carbon and ecological footprint, which I'll talk more about in another video as it can be very complicated. We purchased Tyderwen in June 2019 and since then we've been working as a family very carefully to use what the earth is providing us to establish our off-grid sustainable self-sufficient smallholding. I'm going to tell you a bit about my life before we bought Tyderwen. We owned a lovely 3-bedroom semi-detached house in the lovely quiet community of Llangazog. Our horses were kept on a local livery yard. I grew up in Cocodenney on a farm owned by my grandparents, so I have always had the freedom of the countryside and the lifestyle that came along with it. I was riding horses and delivering foals and calves and lambs before I could walk under the watchful eye of my mum and my grandma. A lot has changed since then. I have now 2 brothers, both turning 8 in May, and one younger sister turning 6 in April. So one of my brothers is actually my stepbrother, Leo, and he feels like a blood brother to me. We do get along very well. Of course, we bicker, we are siblings sometimes, but the farm in Cocodenney was sadly sold along with all of its animals except for one, because we unfortunately had the devastating news that my grandma had cancer. She battled along for 4 years and she was very, very strong, but she unfortunately passed away and from this terrible disease, and it turned my world upside down. I tried really hard to find myself again, and my OPD journey and Tyderwen has given me that opportunity. Animals have always been a huge passion of mine. They make me feel like I belong, which is something that's always helped me through the ups and downs in my life, most recently when I lost my step-grandma, Menna, to cancer again. I'd like now to speak about Tyderwen and why I love it so much. At Tyderwen, we have Warrior, the one horse we didn't rehome when we sold the farm in Cocodenney. He's a 26-year-old multi-medal winning Section D stallion who's now my best friend and I can trust with anything. He's also very clever and he loves to do tricks as well. Then we have over 50 hens. The majority of them are ex-battery hens, so we rehomed them and we're giving them a new start, and they're becoming very friendly now and they're getting along with the other chickens. Then we have a few purebreds, such as Buff Orbitons, Lemon Pile Brahmas, Bluebells, and Silver and Buff Lace Winning Dots. We've then got 10 Cherry Lane ducks, and we get the eggs from them daily, which I'm very happy about because the eggs from the ducks are very nice, and I'm kind of deciding whether I like them better than chicken eggs. I'm not entirely sure yet, and I'm a very happy girl to say because we have animals and I get to care for them every day again, which I'm super grateful for, and I'm really grateful to my mum and dad because obviously it does take a lot of money to do what we're doing, to have the animals, to pay for the feed and everything like that, so I am really grateful for all of that. Since I started high school, I just never really fitted in. So I'm very grateful to say that of September last year, my mum and dad decided to homeschool me. I love homeschooling so much because of my awesome math tutor, Andrea. Hi Andrea, if you are watching this. I still do my key subjects such as history, science and English. And I also do some other subjects I didn't get to do a lot of in school, such as cooking. Me and my mum both share the passion of cooking. I love it very much. I also really like helping my mum teaching the little ones because obviously they're homeschooled at the minute due to COVID-19. Unfortunately, at the minute, the only person able to leave the house is my dad due to COVID-19. We are staying as safe as we possibly can. I am extremely grateful to all the NHS workers and other people working around the clock to try and keep this, COVID-19 under control. That is why I'm taking the time to start this blog. I really hope that you guys would like to come along on this journey with me and learn a bit more about OPD. I am new to this, so if you have any tips, that would be really grateful. If you have any questions about the animals, about COVID-19, about OPD, please let me know down below and I will try to answer them as best as I can. I will be uploading about once to twice a week, and my next video will most likely be about OPD and why I feel it's so important, not just for the planet but for my generation. Diolch yn gwrando, thank you for listening. Bye! I also spoke to my siblings earlier about what they thought about OPD, and here is what they had to say about it.
Does Planet B? Is no Planet B?
Why do you like the land, Leo?
Because we have picnics. I like OPD because then I can run around and roll down the hill on the summer green grass.
Since I started the local community in my area, June...
How did you call it that?
Of June? No, that's not it. Okay. Okay.